I'm Niamh Birch. I grew up in Braunton. I'm 23. I studied art and design at Petrock and then went on to do contemporary arts practice at Bath Spa University. I started there in 2016 and just fell in love with the city. Absolutely, I just love Bath, and had a great time and met loads of cool people. I had some great tutors that introduced me to a lot of cool artists that I'm still inspired by today. Like, just off the top of my head, Rose Wiley is a massive one. I absolutely love her. She's just something I aspire to be. Roger and Rose Hilton. Patrick Heron, I saw his exhibition at the Tate a couple of years ago in Cornwall, as well as Rose Wiley's. Henry Matisse is obviously a massive one. And in first year I became a bit obsessed with Basquiat, still not really sure how to say his name. But he kind of introduced me to use like the big dark black lines that I've been using a lot in my work recently, and I think I will continue to do so. But yeah, the course introduced me to lots of things instead of fine art. I picked CAP because in first year you could choose any modules you want, and so I did a photography module, film photography, used the dark rooms, a printing module, ceramics and sculpture, and then painting and drawing. And I focused on 2D, which was painting and drawing in second and third year, and I'm still doing that now. And I graduated in 2019 and then was awarded a residency at 44 AD Art Space and Studios in Bath, which was for 10 months, which I started in September. And yeah, the lady who ran it is called Katie O'Brien, who is a great contact. She's helped me a lot. And I shared my studio with a lady called Anna Cott, who's also an artist who's, yeah, hilarious, a real character. Yeah, so that was for 10 months. And then I was awarded a solo exhibition at the end of that, which sadly got postponed and has now been moved all the way over to this August, so August 2021, so that's something to look forward to as well. And this piece actually was just an idea I had after Christmas, just of painting on the beach, just bringing a huge roll of canvas or paper down to the beach. And luckily I've got a good friend who's a very good filmmaker called Jake Ogden, and I made him get up really early with me, and I acquired lots of different exterior house paints from all over, my dad's wheelbarrow and a 10 by 2 metre long canvas roll, which I brought down to the beach a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, just went a bit mad really. Didn't really have much of a plan, but throughout the years I've kind of acquired like an archive of objects that I repeatedly use throughout my paintings, like houseplants, bottles of wine, glasses of wine, umbrellas and palm trees and jugs and things. So these things just kind of came to mind, and that's what happened when I did this, which, yeah, was great fun to paint that big. And I put these objects in domestic spaces. I kind of like playing with the idea of the ordinary object and making it interesting, really. I kind of find the ordinary object probably more interesting than most. And because we've spent so much time in our houses in the last year, that's even more brought to life in my work. I get inspiration from kind of everywhere really, like things my friends would say to me that is just a throwaway comment I'll write in my phone. And then maybe a couple years later that will become a painting or the base of a painting. Or things kind of I've overheard in cafes in Bath or just anything really. And I've painted a lot of umbrellas in the past few years, and that came from in first year of uni. I was walking home in the rain and someone had a skip outside their house with a huge cardboard box in it. There was loads of just symbols printed onto the cardboard box, and one of the symbols was just a really simple umbrella. And I just remember taking a picture of it, and that's why there's so many umbrellas in my work. It just kind of stuck with me.